What's up, guys? Basically, I got all night free, and I'm here at the beach, and my mind is just racing. I've got so many thoughts and things I just want to get out, and it's all bunched together, and I'm trying to find constructive ways to just get it out, man. But what happened this week with my friend Mike and I, it's really bothering me. I mean, it's really eating at me. Because this is somebody that I consider a good friend and a good person. And I didn't want to end this friendship at all. But it got to the point where all I was doing anymore was defending myself. I was constantly explaining, and it's something that it's almost like I felt like I had to justify myself, man, like constantly. It's like even when I was at work, this person would call me while watching my videos. And while I have customers in line and want me to explain where I was coming from. And it would ruin my whole night, man. To think about all this racial bullshit when I'm working just fucks with my mind, man. It puts me in this mindset where I'm just like an angry person, man. And it made me feel like I had to justify who I am and what I'm about, man. And it became exhausting. It became exhausting because we can never just have a good time anymore and just chill like buddies, man. It's like all of our encounters had to do with my videos. And always had to discuss my videos. But what I really want to talk about here in this particular video is the mindset that I believe a lot of minorities have. And when you're a minority, especially in America, especially a black male, you go through racism so much. You go through some sort of dehumanizing so much. It's like daily you're reminded that you're a person of color. Daily you're reminded that everybody else is above you, man, and you're at the fucking bottom. And it's like you try your hardest to fight it. You try your hardest every day to rise above it all, man. Every single day, you know that you have an uphill battle to climb. And I give props, and I what I'm saying, to every black individual who's able to go out there and go to school and become successful and make money and have a family and just be happy. I give props to every black individual who's able to do that, because it's 2 times the struggle to do it than it is for anybody else. You have to work extra hard. You have to put in 2 times the effort to get to that point than anybody else, man. I mean, look at me, man. I've been working at my company for 2 years. Now, I'm not saying my company is racist, because I don't believe they are racist. But I've been at this company for 2 years. And I've called out of this job maybe 2 times. And I haven't been promoted. I'm just saying, I see people getting promoted, and my manager is a complete airhead, and you do the math there, man. But I'm not really on here to talk about that. I'm just saying, it's a battle. Even as a biracial male. Because as a biracial male, you constantly have to fight both sides, man. You have to justify yourself to both sides. You constantly have to show both sides and explain yourself to both sides. But in my life, man, and I know my experiences are not the same for all biracial people, but in my experiences, I've been embraced by black people, I'd say about 97% of the time, man. I've very rarely encountered racism from black people. The thing with black people is, as long as you're a cool person, man, and as long as you're down to earth and you're real and you don't put on a front and you just, you're your true self, man, the majority of black people will accept you. And, that's the case with a lot of white people too. But in my experiences, I've just gone through too much negative from Caucasian people to say the same about a lot of them. I felt dehumanized by a lot of white people. Especially when I was in an interracial relationship with another Caucasian female. It's like a lot of them made me feel dehumanized. Just by the looks you get. Just by the service you get, man. Just by these glares and shit. And the family's not accepting it and saying they don't want their kids to be confused and all this. And it's like, why are the kids confused? Why are biracial kids confused? The same people that say they don't want their biracial kids to be confused, they wouldn't want to have biracial kids because they don't want them to be confused, are the same ones causing the biracial kids to be confused. We always want to sit here and say society is the reason that this, that, and the other happens. Well, who do you think society is? We are society, man. Society doesn't need to change the way they feel. Society doesn't need to change the way they are. We need to change the way we are. It's like we make society out to be some superhuman power. Like it's some other species or something. But we are society, man. We are the ones that can make a difference. Regardless of race, black, white, Chinese, Hispanic, Asian, whatever. We are the ones that can make a difference.